Hi, class. The final teaching video lecture, whatever you want to call it, is just to introduce you to something that ASU has that is a real benefit of belonging to a mega university instead of a mega church, a big box store instead of a little tiny college like I went to. And it's ProQuest. I wish to God this would have been available for me when I was a student. I probably went blind looking through the microfilm and all these things, and things weren't indexed. So how do you write religious history for any of you that are thinking about doing that in the future or for a major paper? If I could draw it, but I'll use my hands, here is secular history. Magazines, journals. Here are the church archives or the religious archives. You need both. You can't just take the archives because they're sanitized. They leave out things like divorce, remarriage, sort of the non-spiritual stuff that still make up religious leaders' lives. And here's the secular stuff that can many times reduce that life and say, oh, they're just in it for the money, prestige, or whatever. And of course, the truth is found somewhere in the middle. And that's where you come in. You take both sources and you weave them into a narrative that produces a religious biography. Again, the biggest help for the secular source that I have found are newspapers. And let me show you how it works. Here's my home page. And you click on the library icon. So you hit library. And then you look at all research databases. Click that on. And then you look for P, the letter P. You're looking for ProQuest, and I'll make it real easy. Just keep scrolling down. There's ProQuest, digital dissertations, congressional, and then you have newspapers. What ASU has are rare African-American newspapers, which are just incredible. That story has been untold many times, so those are a godsend. I've written both books, African Americans Loom Large, and I'm able to find out what they said. My go-to, because I'm centered pretty much in Los Angeles for my stories, is the Los Angeles Times. So I click on the Los Angeles Times. Subject of my book. Lo and behold, 2,509 results. That is just amazing. So I have my own printer at home, and I have all 2,500 articles, if not more. And for fun, how do I get this back, Elena? How do I change the name here? There I go. I think my father once had me speak at his church, and I think I brought it up once before. And it was in a church ad. It's 112. And there it is right there. So in June 1973, on page 27, little tiny thing, Charles H. Barfoot, a Harvard University doctoral candidate, will be 10:45 a.m. and 6 p.m. Pulpit guest Sunday at Bethel Temple, 1250 Bellevue Avenue. He is the son of Reverend H.M. Barfoot, pastor of Bethel Temple. Mr. Barfoot was graduated last month from Princeton Theological Seminary. So it's amazing what you find. That's just a church ad, obviously. And so I encourage you to, you may even want to do this in some of your own research. Just to give you an idea, if I put Reverend Howard M. Barfoot, and it looks like most of these are display ads. You can go down and look at the date. Let's see, no, he was there in 83. And then again, you can get them as PDF. It's taking a little longer here. Okay, look at this. Angela's Temple, which I wrote about. Billy Graham, the ad. Here's, this is probably what came up. Okay, what's interesting here is I had no idea this would come up. This is a church ad. This is my cousin, Phil Barfoot, who I'd forgotten. He's a music person and he lives in Nashville, lives across the road or whatever from Alan Jackson. And he started doing a lot of these musicals. And here he's doing a Christmas celebration. You can see in small print, North Hollywood, First Assembly of God Church. The other thing I saw on this is Reverend Terry Cole Whitaker. She, for, I don't know, maybe 10 years, was really, really popular. She was as popular as Robert Schuller was, in pretty much the same vein, metaphysical. I wrote about her in a book review I did for the San Francisco Chronicle. Boom, she's gone. I don't know what happened to her. But again, this is an incredible resource. You can find just about anything, whether it's church ads, meetings. I did an article on revivalism in Brazil, and there was a little piece I found in the LA Times about how many tents were being shipped from America to Brazil. And the devil's in the details as well as the angels, because it's those little golden nuggets that you find. So that's all there is to using ProQuest. I encourage you to take advantage of it. I'm told that one of these things of ProQuest, like the Los Angeles Times, sells, so if you wanted to buy it yourself, it'd be about the price of a new Lexus. So take advantage of all the resources that ASU provides. You're probably not going to do this for the final for the class, but be aware of it and use it, especially if you have ambitions beyond your undergraduate degree. Thanks.